Alright, y'all, we gonna talk about a rebuttal with the tactic. The people bash me for bashing Diamond and Silk, the two psychotic entry bombers that's for Trump. You know, the big hair head wig wearing hooligans, that defend Donald Trump and talking about Hillary Clinton's not the slave master. You're damn right. She ain't, that's why I'm not voting for her either. I'm a Democrat, but I'm voting for Gary Johnson. I would prefer Bernie Sanders. Okay? The only time I said I was going to vote for Trump was to scare the African American, the Senate, and the Hispanic community in Houston and the rest of the country that keep on having this black on brown racism. That's on time. But do you think I really want Trump to win? Hell to no. They say hell to no. No. That ain't my hair getting back to its now. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that castor oil, that coconut oil. Yes, it's getting thicker again. Yeah, it's y'all see the difference? Yeah, y'all see it's coming back to its natural. You know what I'm saying? Getting beat and see all these new growth. See that hair? That stuff is working on my hair. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. Okay. Hey, and speaking of coconut oil, castor oil, vitamin E oil, argan oil, and glycerin, mix them two. That's more than two. Mix all that stuff together. My two hairhead hooligan sisters named Diamond and Silk, who's defending Trump. Instead of wearing them bad hair wigs and buck dancing for Donald Trump, and I understand you're right. Hillary Clinton's not my slave master either, but damn, you got a slave master in the making next year named Donald Trump. And like I said in my video, he gonna be cracking that whip and say, "Stop it, master!" And he be slapping that dick inside your face. Y'all show it like that, I guess. Anyway, y'all insulted them. They insulted us as a people. A bunch of damn sellouts. Okay. So we're going to elaborate what a slave master named Donald Trump said, that get the black vote. You live on the Democratic Party. You ain't did nothing in your life. Nothing has happened. Democratic Party's like a slave master. No, they hell no. We do the fuck we want to do at the Democratic Party. Hello. So all this other stuff that ever since, and I agree with the Obama administration, had been some good and bad. Clinton, even though Hillary husband is a redneck racist just like Donald Trump, he did back when I was coming in the 90s. It was a nice thing. The only thing I didn't like that he was being a snake, setting up these crime bills that prosecute minorities, African American and Latino and other minorities for non-violent events for 20-some years, 13 years. But a child molester, a rapist, a killer, a murderer get out faster, and especially if they're white. Okay, we seen white privilege and that dude get off a rape case, a white dude, all this other stuff. We even seen in the Olympics with the situation that happened in Brazil with the white man named Ryan Lochte, who have a sister who's a damn fucking racist, who hate Asian people. And I have a long distance cousin on my white ancestor side who wasn't a slave master. Let's get that straight. My great-great-great-grandmother Aunt LeBug, that white woman, okay, that's in my family tree. They had a Sam Collins, okay, that's all my family business. That's how I thank you. That's my grandfather. Hello, let's get that straight. Who looked like a white man, not him, the great-grandfather who's living. His grandfather like a white man. That was his white mother after slavery. Okay, on that side of the family tree, there's a white cousin, a female cousin on my mama's side. That's on my mama's side of the family tree. And that's an Asian cousin. So even though I'm a minority, if I didn't know my Asian cousin existed, who adopted an Asian cousin, who came and visited me, and I had to make sure nothing happened to me in the hood, okay? Back in April, alright, who's hearing prayer, my heart goes out to my cousin, okay? And I talk about, yeah, I'm sorry to my recent cousin or recent cousins. Some of them I don't go visit because they always trying to dog me out, maybe be the example or the expectation. No. And since you don't accept me for who I am, individual, don't come and talk to me. But I don't care about color and all that other stuff. And they not no pure Negroes either. Hello. So that's the reason why that he reached out to me, and we sometimes talk. Sometimes he's busy, I'm busy. We text each other here and there. Hopefully we get to see each other again. Since we saying just since April, for like 4 months, it's almost be 5 because it's almost September, okay? So, my mama, who ain't pure black, okay, who camera like me, her white cousin, long distance cousin on her grandfather maternal side, that on, you know, okay, great, there you go, okay. Okay, that's her third grandmother who's white. My fourth grandmother who's white. On that side of the family, on the Bug side of the family, okay, say last name, alright, that's how I met my cousin, who's adopted by my white long distance cousin, okay. So therefore, so he's about my age, okay. So I was offended by Ryan's Lockie's damn fucking white racist bitch ass sister, and I have white DNA can say that, okay. Stupid bitch had nerve talk bad about Asian people. And what the fuck you going into the Asian country, you gonna talk shit about Asian people, dumb ass bitch. I have a cousin who's Asian, okay? Don't you ever do that. Who's treating me way better than these so-called pure Negroes that ain't pure black, but they dark and light complexion, different shades of hair. There you go. Hello? I tell you like it is. Some of my cousins who treat, but still, it's always drama and not there, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I mean, you know what I'm saying? When we went online on Ancestry.com, like I said, I thought on my video, I thought it was a white person, but he didn't tell me that he was adopted. So I remember seeing him acting features like with black feet yesterday. They got the black DNA on that side of the family too. No, it was an Asian cousin, because they have sometimes a wider nose too. Okay, but you know, let's get back to the story. So Ryan Lockie go to Brazil, a mixed race Latin country, you know, Portuguese, you know, language country, mixed race country. Go to Brazil, get all thugs out, peeing and shit, and vandalizing restrooms, and they talking about, we got robbed. No, you in that business and start shit. You need to do some time in jail. Could have been some brother Latino, whoever of color did the same thing. You know damn well they be drugged on the news, and all by bringing Black Lives Matter, Latino Lives Matter, whatever to make fun, illegal and nigga and all the other crap. So I see it all the doggone time. So we're gonna talk about, so they're white people, but when Colin Compatriot, whatever his name is, the mulatto brother that I defended on the videos uploading that I made Sunday night, it's uploaded. Yes, it is. I'm glad he did not stand up. My mulatto brother know who he is. He part black and part white. He know that he can't pass for white. And he gonna defend his people of African American who just is not that doggone different mixture as he am. Cause I just like I have white cousins, he do too. Hello, we got white relatives in the beside, and I have 19. I bet somebody in the family. And besides black and white have Native American DNA, cause you know the Native American ancestors, they helped us. Helped our African people out that plantation. Not all of them were slave masters. The black Seminoles, besides Nat Turner, fought against the slave masters in Florida who was coming from Carolina and Georgia trying to steal them. They all got together and beat their asses. They can do a movie on that. Yes, they do. Yeah. And then they went to the Trail of Tears, and you had some apples trying to be white, pure native, ain't white at all, knowing they getting mistreated. And you had those redneck ones in Oklahoma trying to slay the black Seminoles. They had to come to Texas, which was a slave state already, and cross the Rio Grande. Yes, in that water, crossing that, yes, okay. And I would have been one too. Yes, I would have water on my back. If it was still slavery days, I would not fuck the United States, Texas, whatever. I'd go cross to Mexico and sing Viva Mexico all day. You know damn well. No one called me Zacarias. Let's get this straight. So, you want to know why? So, we are attacking my brother, Colin, of the 49ers. Oh, hell to no. Hell to no. So we're going to talk about why I'm a Democrat and I'm a liberal and I refuse to suck the dick of white racist Donald Trump. Unlike these two psychotic angel mamas. Let's get this straight. The doggone slave master in 2017 said that we are the African American community that ain't pure black that got their DNA in us in Native America. Hello, let's get this straight because I don't believe that one drop shit. Never helped my ass out for 37 years. Anyway, asked her why we don't want to vote. Because the Democrat Party kept us down for all this time since the Civil Rights Bill been passed. I live in a state of Texas. It used to be their house that got stolen by white racist people named Sam Houston, David Crockett, and Stephen F. Austin, Lamar, and Fanning, and the rest of the folks. Some of them named in downtown Houston with them damn names. They stole their house to make it a slave country called Republic of Texas, and then make it part of Confederation to make it a slave state. From the Afro-mestizo country called Mexico. That's why I say Afro, because that's the third root of the country, the African, that people don't want to admit. Santa Anna was fighting for black and brown people. And I would never understand why you get mad about me taking the Democrat side. I never understood why you want my ass to vote for your ass. The only time I said I was going to vote when that, sadly, God rest his soul, the boy, Jose Flores had died from that brother with messed up PTSD, and I had no reason to feel sorry him crying. And black on brown racism happened in this damn city called Houston, Texas. That's the only time. So I put the picture of the black-skinned woman named Stacey Dash. And the reason why I did it to remind these pochos and coons in our communities to stop practicing white supremacy that hurt both of us. Stop using the word nigger and wetback and spick and illegal and mayate and all that other crap and chongo and monkey. When y'all know both of our asses will be hurt when Donald Trump wins that seat. Because he will win that seat. Hillary have no damn chance. Nobody want her thotty ass in there. That's why I ain't gonna thank you. I'm not voting for Hillary, voting for Gary, but no one's not bumping Gary Johnson at the Democrat Party that was the so-called liberals and true Democrats screwed the Bernie Sanders campaign. So yeah, as a Democrat, I have to admit that. That's the fault, that I do not agree with the Democrat National Convention. How dare you do the Bernie Sanders? He put the lives on us. Fighting for our civil rights with Martin Luther King, put his life on the line, and you hire some bitch named Hillary Clinton who was working for the segregation and claimed she loved the work for that white segregation who did not want us to be free. So, you want to know why? Because I live in the state of Texas since it got stolen from Mexico by white racist people that I have their DNA in me too, okay? And now my white ancestor, she was coming from the South during time, yeah, when it was after, Civil War or before, during the Republican, whatever, okay? Her family came from Alabama, then Georgia, then Virginia, then it came from England. I've seen the immigration showing that how her white ancestors, my white ancestors from England, the English, like still trying to find out more about the Irish out of her family tree. Came on when I was on Insta.com, and I found out that it went traced all the way back to the late 1500s, and I was shocked to find out my ancestors, who, and shocking, that's the only one. That's when someone called me pure black with this caramel complexion, because I don't have no jet black or dark chocolate skin. And I'm not saying those who do have dark chocolate skin and not mixed. You say, oh, you have mixed DNA, that's who you order, man, what you look like. But if you want to go by stereotypes, I do not look like Wesley Snipes or Akon or whatever. But that's the only ancestor I can trace to 1590 something. So that's no way in the hell I'm a pure black man, okay? So I've been claiming mixed heritage in the 90s, during the Clintons time, okay? I was glad the multiculturalism and all that, the liberal stuff, and actually know who I really am, not by this old one-drop shit that's no longer law, okay? That was used to put on me on the plantation, and also several Jim Crow race could have one drop of Negro blood. That's why you have folks who look white, passing for white, okay? Let's get it straight. So I'm African-American, Native American, and Caucasian, not pure Negroid. And I would never declare that doggone false identity that white race people want to put on me to harm me, mistreat me, and you stupid coons who ain't pure Negro will defend that shit like a damn slave on a plantation loving their master, like these two bitches do doing with Donald Trump. So going back to the situation, you want to know why? I'm be serious now, okay? The Democrat Party has tried its best to help the minority community. We had some mess ups, don't get me wrong. Okay? And we'll use Obama for example. I did not vote for Obama because he's part black. I voted for him because he is a Democrat. I also voted for him because back when I did vote for Kerry to go against Bush, and I also was in Job Corps. Okay, at the time I'm a what do you call it? I'm a graduate of Job Corps. And David Cross Job Corps in El Paso, Texas. Okay, I was one of the good students. Me and these two Latino guys went to Washington D.C. to see the convention. Not the convention, go to the convention for Job Corps students, right? 3 students in each Job Corps. We all meet up, we had fun. We was Washington D.C., we was in Maryland, we was in Virginia. We was the time when Bush was president. And I never forget, the Democrat convention was on TV, and this dark-skinned brother from the Virgin Islands from the New York Job Corps, not New York City, but like the upper New York somewhere, he was there. Because I remember his RA, who's Hispanic, Afro-Hispanic, about camera, a little brown complexion, from when Loma was speaking Spanish and everything. I always speak Spanish to Latino people. Even the Puerto Rican Job Corps came and they were like, you speak Spanish? And Chicano people, and don't give a damn with some Puerto people, even Dominican, not only Mexicans, the Dominican, wherever, they not even speak Spanish, but the ones from LA and I was shocked to find out that I did have love from those, and I have to admit that on my channel, who loved me speaking Spanish, and no problem me speaking Spanish, even the Puerto Rican girl from New York that looked like Lumity that I want to talk to so bad. My heart goes out to you, baby. You know who I am. Back in 2004. She was in the Brooklyn Job Corps. She was fine as hell. I wanted to talk to her so bad when she would come to El Paso so we can meet up. Okay. But anyway, going back to the story. When me and the brother from the one from Virgin Islands, and he was my roommate from the upper New York Job Corps over Syracuse. One of those Job Corps up there in New York was in New York City. We're watching the Democrat convention. That's when Barack Obama came there. He explained himself. He talked about he was going to run for president and everything. I already had my vote before Hillary came in to see trying to run. And even they had campaigns in 2006, 10 years ago, that Hillary Clinton was going to run against Condoleezza Rice. And let me let you know, Condoleezza Rice, I'm glad because I know about her camel complexion and everything that she's mixed up to. She's not a pure black woman. Her DNA test show that she's Native American, African American, and Caucasian, which on PBS. And she bought my complexion. Actually, her white DNA is more higher. Okay, so y'all stop that mess. She's the same complexion as I am. And doing her DNA test, which I don't live by DNA test, I go by what's in your roots. But that's what they went by on the show. And she was running for, they said rumor had she run for president. I said, hell to no. If it was her between Hillary, I would vote Hillary, not her. Okay, so y'all stop that mess because she black. I'm going to automatically vote for her, this sister, knowing that she's not going to help. Although I love her classy attitude, she's not going to help the community the way it needs to be helped. So don't give me all that shit. Okay, I'm getting tired of hearing that stereotype. So when Hillary jumped the bandwagon, someone just told me don't vote for her, and I'm glad she didn't because I found out she was a racist, super predators, all that her husband did. Her husband attacked Black Lives Matter. I support Black Lives Matter, Native Lives Matter, and Latino Lives Matter because you don't know. Well, I'm gonna reveal something. Okay, I'm starting to speculate some, and I'm not being an identity crisis person. It's the truth that on my grandpa Sam, wife was named Anna Rouse. I think I mentioned on my video about Mariah Carey. Well, her dad, who was from Louisiana, was Rial, R-I-A-L. That's not an Anglo name. And I did more research, and so I mistakenly thought it was Portuguese, but it is a Spanish last name. So, I'm not making it up. On Answer.com, back when I remember this, and I kept this, I was afraid to mention this because people started clowning me about it. But my great-grandmother, even though she was classified as black as that one-drop shit, she could have been mixed with Spaniard because her dad's last name, because Louisiana was found by Spain before the French took over, okay? And there's that mixed Creole mixture, okay? They said he was Creole, not her. But just because, all this other stuff, people sometimes keep hidden secrets, sometimes they go by stereotype of what he would look like. And I don't know what she looked like, when she was dark-skinned, light-skinned, whatever. But her father's last name was Real, R-A-L. That is his Spanish last name. So, but when he came to Texas, it was Rouse. So, I could be, sorry to say this, mixed with Spaniard. Okay, could be Latino from Europe, okay, not Latin America. So, but going back to what I'm saying, is that I support Latino Lives Matter. And so I guess you can say that. I mean, until I get more real evidence of this, how this happened, I cannot say that yo soy Latino, yo soy mezclado con español. When in fact that it could be, because her dad's last name was not Riles in Louisiana. It was Real. But on the records, when I saw on Answer.com, it does match the same person. So I was shocked to see that, and like I thought it was Portugal. Remember I kept saying, but I went on Wikipedia today and I found out R-I-A-L is not it is a Spaniard last name, and there are Latinos with that last name. So you know, so that could be. I mean, I you know, y'all talk about I don't speaking my language. You idiots! It's in my DNA. 9 out of 10. So yeah, Grandpa Sam Collins, who's the son of Edna Buck. We don't know her husband because he 19 was a passing white looking Creole man, you know, man, Anglo white woman, okay, and she have a child. And I remember my agent said they did a divorce, but I don't think that was divorce. I think something happened to him when they found out that he was mixed with black. But when his son came out and married Grandma Anna Riles in Texas, but her dad, with the last name, is from Louisiana, and it is Real. You know, Real. You know, Real. Yeah, that's so. Maybe he changed his name like Mariah Carey's grandfather did. I don't know. On her dad's side, I don't know. A lot of Latinos people sometimes change their names and make it Anglicized. But in Louisiana, where her dad's people from, was Real. I'm not making this up. I kept this a secret for a while because they want people to clown. I didn't mention it on videos, but maybe so. Yo soy mezclado con español. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably the reason why, you know, God introduced me to learn this language, you know. But anyway, that's shocking. But I'm not making this up. Yeah, her last name was Riles, R-I-L-E-S, in Texas. But in Louisiana, tracing their background, it is Real. And so, and there are people with Spanish last names in Louisiana, okay, including Creole, African American, and mixed race people of dark, light, whatever. So I mean, it's shocking when you actually debunk people's stupidity and ignorance about what you are, because they're doing it to clown you and mistreat you. Because, I mean, you know, the one drop rule was nothing good about the one drop rule. It was used to dehumanize it. And anybody defend that other African, I look at them as a bunch of slaves defending master on a plantation. And they looking at me as a coon because I refuse to be along with their bullshit, because I'm not buying into racist expectation. And one thing about me, I don't buy into people's racist expectations. So go to the next person with that bullshit. But going back to the situation. So I support Latino Lives Matter, because I'm hungry at Latinos, and also I'm friends with Latino people, and I'm a minority. So why would, if I'm asking other minorities to support my cause, I should still do the same thing, right? Okay. Well, anyway, let's get to the story. So the reason why we support that, because look at the police shootings, and then we do have to question Barack Obama. What is going on in your department that you allowing this to happen? You know what I'm saying? They're kidding, you know what I'm saying? So why you and Eric Holder are not taking strong measures to put these law and those who, law enforcement people who are racist and not good law enforcement, who killing people based on their ethnicity and color and everything, but yet you're people of color, your damn self, and you're not doing nothing. So that is a question. But going back to the situation, Bill Clinton trash talked Black Lives Matter, and I cannot sit here and support that man who also support a woman, because and only his wife said that Margaret Sanger was her role model. And folks don't know that Planned Parenthood was not about feminism, was not about trying to make women have less kids, they have a job. No. The real reason why Planned Parenthood was made, because they wanted to have abortion in the black community, also decrease the African American community. So, because remember back to slavery, free unpaid labor, they made money off of that. Okay, of our ancestors, whether it be pure black or mixed, being slaves, it was a money making business that you know, you don't have to pay nobody, pay the slaves. They do your job for you, and you make money off of that. But when they lost the war, the South lost. I'm glad the Confederate flag should be burned. You had people who was complaining. Well, these people don't know how. They're uneducated. Remember, our ancestors were forbidden to read, to speak English correctly. That's why I hate the term. Even though the so-called abundance come out of me, I was raised to speak English properly. Okay, so. You know, and when back in the 90s, when the hip-hop, the degradation of it in the 90s, not the 80s, came in with the, you know, and people was trying to say what's white and talking black and all other stuff. And even though I was learning my multiracial and trying to be proud of it, I was even bombarded with that and trying to show the people that's I don't like to live for nobody else, how ethnic or how stereotypical I can be, so nobody wouldn't clown me. But now I don't fuck me close to 40, fuck everybody else who don't like it. Fuck them, they're not shit, they shitholes to me. So I look back at that and I said, why the hell did I did that mistake? And I know my history. When they talking in biotics, the reason why they wanted to talk about it is because you talk proper, you were educated, you will be beaten or killed for that. They didn't want us to read a book, none of that. Okay, so they want you to be educated. Remember Captain Kinsey and Roots? So don't you understand that? Okay, so that's why. So when so that's the reason why that. When Marcus Sagner and all them, the eugenics movement, when they saw this happen, they said the slaves don't know how to read, gonna be a welfare, blah blah this and that. What we gonna do with the problem? So they try to use the eugenics movement, and they went to the African American city community, and especially those who are Protestant, because as a Catholic, we don't believe, and I'm glad I became one. We don't believe. That's why I said when I get married, I'm having 10 children, because I plan on having sex with my wife a lot of time, probably every night. Okay, all right, so. I didn't say dude, y'all. I said a woman, okay? A wife. So, that's the reason why. Yeah, I plan on having 10 kids because I'm going to be getting on every night, okay? So, that's why. We don't believe in contraceptives or abortion. That's against the law of nature. The sexual, sexual intercourse was made to put life on this earth. That's why we believe in, in traditional marriage. Not two women, two men. You know what I'm saying? So, and they let bounce people argue about me wanting to have sex with a dude because of the way I act. No, I do not want to have a dude humping on me and doing all the other stuff. Let's get that straight. Y'all might think about that because y'all insecure with y'all hypermasculine behinds, but I'm not asking for the dude. Yeah, we also switch to act like I am, okay? So, that's the reason why. And, so they wanted to stop the growth of the African American population, so they had to go to these churches because the Episcopal Church was the first Protestant church that allowed contraceptives to be considered to be okay biblically when it's not. It was their own personal interpretation. Remember I'm talking about St. Peter's talking about personal and private interpretation of Scripture? Yeah. So when they started making it up and all the other Protestants started going on, and they went to the African American community that's mostly Protestant. And you have those who are Catholic, African American community, they did not go to no church because we were not going to allow that. And what happened was the ministers, because back in those days, ministers, even some of the priests ain't supposed to do this, they would try to be the theatrists. They mean they'll bully around, dominate, even to this day. That's why people don't want to go to church today because of that mess. So they will bully the person who try to stop the message of them passing that doggone death sentence of the eugenics movement of contraception. And then later on it became legalized, and folks need to understand you can, because not every Democrat like myself believes in abortion, or there are pro-life Democrats. I'm glad I saw them preach life on EWTN back in 2000. They're Democrats for life. I support them, okay? But it was Republican that was named Richard Nixon. He made abortion legal, and he said, I want to get rid of them black bastards. That's what it was. What about a Roe versus no? The lady who went for Roe versus Wade, she before she died, she changed her life around, and she regret that. Okay? So, it's not being anti-woman. That's why in Southeast Houston, here in Houston, in Southeast Houston, the second largest Planned Parenthood is right here by the hood, by the barrio, by the Magnolia, Second Ward and Third Ward, South Park, Sunnyside area on 45, right there by University of Houston, to try to attract sister Latinas to kill their babies. Okay? So that's the reason why. So when she said that Marcus Sagner was her role model, I said the hell to no. I'm not voting for your ass. Yeah, I'm cussing. I'm in the car. Yeah, I'm not the perfect, but I'm not gonna live perfect except for Almighty. That's between me and him. Let him speak his word, not on him being trying to speak for him. But the point is, hell to no. I'm not voting for your ass. You want to kill us in the womb. You want to get rid of our population. And let me let you know about the immigration policy. The reason why there are Latinos, a lot of Latinos here, because many of them come from that, not all of them are Catholic. You have a lot of them leaving the Catholic Church. You have Protestant evangelicals, and these anti-Catholic people. Even some that don't believe in abortion. But a lot of Latinos embrace family. A lot of Latinos do not believe in abortion or contraceptive. They be biblically be fruitful and multiply. A lot of African American people and white people do not do that. That's the reason why the population is going boop. It's not because of race mixing. It's because a lot of these white women and sisters, especially the sisters, because there's the biggest genocide in our community, is abortion. But the Republican Party has not done nothing for us people. They're making fun of our movements. Black Lives Matter, Latino Lives Matter, and Native Lives Matter is not because we want them separate groups to have a life matter only situation. No. The racist police officers, including the coons, the poachers who support them, who happen to be white, and they're racist too, who are of color, they don't see African American or Latino or Native American lives matter. They see our lives matter. They think of white people, especially those are wealthy and have money and affluence, their lives matter compared to to people of color. So that's the reason why they chant that. We're not saying only our lives matter and yours don't. No, we're saying because there are black and brown crime, black and black crime, black on brown crime, brown on black, whatever. That's true, and it needs to be addressed in the movement, and I'm not negating that. But these cops are getting paid, keyword, of our taxpayer money to go do their job, and they're not doing. They're doing playing shootout games of people of color, especially of men of color who are African American and Hispanic descent, and American as well. So let's get that straight. That's the reason why. So going back to your argument, why we're supporting him, nothing is done. I'm 37 years old. I now live in the ghetto. I now have welfare, and I do work. Like I'm about to work 2 jobs this week because the job that I'm permanently I've been having a year does not pay me enough money to survive. They're lowering my hours, and I have to do temporary work. Okay, this weekend to make ends meet. So in the Republican state of Texas, this is not a Democrat Party state. This is a Republican state. They have a problem at will laws where the person is not gonna hire. It can hire you. They're not gonna hire you if they don't want you on their job, not because you need a job. You might be struggling, and they can give a damn about your situation. So that's a problem, and it's supported by the Republican Party. They're also can be used for discrimination because you don't have no proof that the person said we don't hire blacks, Hispanics, or whatever. So you can just deny a person a job because that law is written. You can break it down, but unless you record that person, or they literally say we don't hire that specific color or race or gender, whatever, or certain orientation, you don't have no concrete proof. That's the reason why, unless you see a bunch of staff members of that certain ethnic group. Okay. So that's the reason why it's that here in Houston, and like for the immigration and taking our job situation. First, I don't want a low-wage job. I was raised middle class. I was not raised in no ghetto. I was not raised in the hood. I was raised middle class by my grandparents, and my dream was to get out of their house and live way better than living right now. And when it really messed me up when Bush became president with that recession shit, I would not go to Job Corps if that didn't happen. When Clinton was the president, there was a lot of jobs. So if you quit another job, remember doing the same thing, you go to a job that you really love and stay there, and it was always a job everywhere you went. When Bush became president, the jobs went away. People kept saying that the Mexicans take away jobs. First of all, I do not want the low-paying jobs that Martin King fought for me and the rest of the people of color, not only African Americans, but also Latinos who are born here, whatever. to not have low-wage jobs, because they used those jobs back in Jim Crow days to make us feel low about who we are and live low wage, while white people live affluent jobs and have big cash money and have nice cars, nice house, and everything. I did not plan to live in no ghetto. Even my friends ask, why you always in the house? Because I want to deal with this old ratchet ass shit in this doggone community. I call it like it is. I can care less about gentrification, because I feel that the people who are not doing nothing in the hood, who out there drug dealing, starting shitting and fighting, if you're not trying to build the hood back up, don't get mad when these white folks take your doggone hood or barrio or whatever. And I'm sorry, you need to be up on your game. Stop going on with their racist stuff about you and do something about it. But in this Republican state, by the way, but you're trying to get a job, you have white racist people who claim to be our friends, who are Republicans, who will laugh at your face when you're struggling, who will claim to be Christian when you're supposed to have mercy for the person struggling, who will even try to not help you and give you false promises. So don't give me that bullshit that Democrat Party did not help, because they did. One thing about Obama, I have to give credit. When he was trying to pass the extension for the unemployment, because I had got sick from medication due to bipolar medication, I cannot be in the hot sun a lot, and I had to leave the Houston Housing Authority as an intern in 2013 in order to look for another job and live and work indoors. And I cannot be outdoors and indoor at the same time, because the medication I was on, that's why my hair had fell out back in 2013. And so that's why I was so glad to get Edwards Globe to grow this hair back. And that's shade on because but it's you can see all these kinks up in here, the castor oil and everything's doing good. Thank you, Jesus. But point is, you sit here and you're trying to look for jobs, and they're telling you to stay there. You know what I'm saying? Everything gonna be right like they God or something, when God only knows his thoughts. And I'm glad St. Paul said it in the Bible. And they said the Spirit itself. These people know about. They don't know about God thinking. And you have all these people want you to suffer, and you try to just blaspheme and say that it was God's will, like they God, to say that. They don't want to see you be successful because they feel it's competitive. That's why they're against affirmative action. There's no way in hell a white man is going to suffer from affirmative action. White men own a lot of companies. Not many minorities do. You have white women who benefit, who are both women and white, who benefit from affirmative action. And also they made affirmative action for the reason why for white women more than what I'm saying. So I will let you know that a lot of people don't understand that minorities do not, we try to get out of the situation, because I never thought about being in poverty, never thought about this. There was a couple times I wanted to take my own life. Didn't care about going to hell, because if there's an imitation of it in my existence, I never expected it. My record is clean. I don't do drugs. You know what I'm saying? So why this is going on? I did graduate high school. I did go to Job Corps 4 years later, to get my vocation. And I also went to college for 1 year at El Paso College, and I'm back in school online. And when I started working, I started off a limit, but I'm trying to get back to school and hopefully contact the counselor, see if we can work something out, because my computer is shut down. The thing is messed up. So I'm using my phone to record. But that's the reason why you don't understand that unless you're white, especially white or Protestant, but white and Protestant, because you're Jewish, Catholic, or even Muslim, or any other religion, they don't care to you here in Houston or in Texas as a whole. If you're white and you're male, you benefit from here in the state of Texas. Minorities, we do not benefit from. And like I said, I don't care about a Mexican taking a job that I do not want. Because if I was right about that, because I want high class money. I didn't go to Job Corps. I didn't try to go to school for 1 year in college so I could have a low wage job. I work $9, not $7.25. Thank you, Lord. But still, it's not even enough to pay what I need to get. So that's the reason why they try to pass the extension, and the Republicans veto it. That's the whole reason why that I cannot sit here and go along with that claim that Donald Trump said. Obama has tried his best many times, and other Democrats, and every time they're trying to help the people who are poor, because why I am a Democrat, because they help the poor, not the rich. The rich don't need no help. They already got money already. Point is, that's the whole reason why. Now you might say, well, Republicans help go against slavery and all that other stuff. Okay, but until Eisenhower lied to the community, American Americans, and did the opposite, they would never vote for a Republican again. And the party shift in the 60s when Kennedy, who was the first Catholic to be president, who also was married to a woman who was mixed, named Jacqueline Kennedy. Yes, she was mixed with African American. She told the New York Geological Library to say it's her Jewish roots and not her African American roots. But while she was passing for white, she was helping our community. Even though her and Martin King had beef with LJJ, whatever, she still was helping our community while she was passing for white and married to a white Irishman till he got killed in D-Town in Dallas, Texas. So, he was trying to help the community. His brothers one of them got shot. They were trying to help African American and Latino people. You know what I'm saying? They were friends. One of the brothers was friends with Martin King. Martin King, besides black, he was also Native American and Irish too. Grandmother was Irish on his mom's side. On his dad's side, dad's side of the family. A lot of folks don't know about that, but I read about that on Interracial Voice back when I was, 19 years old. Learn about my multiracial heritage, learn about all the other stuff, multicultural, whatever. That's from the liberals. I cannot get upset because it was not acceptable to me in Houston. You had to go to the internet and find that out, or go to the library, whatever, to find out these issues that people in this so-called holy state, they ain't holy at all, is very racist and narrow-minded, will not talk about these issues. That's why on my channel it's shocking to hear a Texan talking about these issues. So that's the reason why. So to Trump, if you wanted my vote, you would never been Republican. You would never talk shit about minorities. You would never try to incite racism in your Trump rallies unless they're like these butt dancing bitches who sit here and all that other stuff. But if one of us come there, we're gonna get spit on by your white racist thugs. Okay, whether we the old or the young. And trust me, if one of them was to knock me or hit me or spit at me, I will beat their asses up at the doggone Trump rally. It ain't gonna be pretty. And I am bipolar, type 1. I'm the worst case. It will be self-defense on mine because they started shit with me. Okay, because I didn't come here and start shit. If I came here not doing nothing, there shouldn't be no reason to start shit with me at all. But, and trust me, I'm not want to go to this stupid Klan rallies anyway. But that's the reason why I would not vote Republican. Republicans have not done nothing for the community. They have done the opposite. They have laughed in our face. They even promoted racism. So why would I want to support a party that's no longer like it was back in the days of slavery? That has changed during. And even an Irishman told me that who used to be Republican and changed. He said he was alive there. He would look down at the Republican Party. White Irishman told me this. Yes, it also acknowledged me as part of, because I'm mixed with Irish besides black and white. Well, Irish is white, French and English and American, okay? And acknowledged me of who I am. And also was defending Beyonce's stance. Yes, he did defend her stance at the Super Bowl. And when I came from work, he said, and he also said that, because we both are Catholic, I'm an ex-Protestant. And I said, yeah, I get hate from I'm an ex-Protestant, and I know they're game when they twist scripture. No offense to anyone, but I do not like the religion, especially the evangelical fundamentals that was made up back in the 1920s based on a personal interpretation of scripture. I'm glad that St. Peter, who got the keys of heaven in Matthew 16, who brought the church to Rome in 13th verse of 1 Peter chapter 5. I'm sorry, I cannot go along with that. I'm not the perfect one. I would never live perfect for humans. If I was striving for perfection, it would be only for Jesus Christ. And I know that I might have sins, whatever, but I let him alone talk to me about that. And because he's bigger to reach out to people, I'm glad Paul said it in Matthew 8 and Matthew 9, with Isaiah, I came for those and not seek me or ask for me, whatever. So I don't need no human being trying to tell me what's right and wrong. That's why I don't like nobody just because they can twist what's right and wrong. That's the reason why I don't like nobody correcting me. But and learn from coming from that situation, transition different faiths, that really taught me about that as well. But that's the reason why. So I cannot sit here. He was saying the same thing. He said the Republican Party, my dad will see this right now, he will be like hurt how the Republican Party has changed over the years. And so, and about abortion, y'all keep attacking like we Democrats of Life do not exist. Please look at Democrats for Life. I'm glad that Priest of Life on AWTN mentioned that back in 2000, because I did not want to join. I did not want to vote. To be honest with you, I didn't even vote on the Bush and Gore. No, I didn't. I did not, because it was confusing to vote for one person for this and that, whatever. But I did vote against Bush in the Kerry election, and I voted for Obama 2 times. Okay? And so that's to let you know, if Trump really want my vote, then stop being racist. Stop saying make America great when you're trying to make America white again and racist. You know, and it's sad that you have people, even the Pope Francis criticized, you know, Donald Trump. And I'm glad he did. You know, I just, you know, and I'm glad that our community waking up, that some of these so-called pastors in the Protestant movement do not care for the community. They also vote for Trump as well. Do not, you know what I'm saying? They don't anyone. I'm sorry to say, just trying. Not all of them, but some of them will stab you in the back, destroy the scripture, trying to put their hellfire brimstone. Which if I was destroying the scriptures purposely, I'll be definitely scared of what I will be when I leave this world. If you all that God fearing and you acting all savage and stuff, like wolf and sheep clothing mentality, you know, that spiritual abuse. So that's why. I mean, it goes on within the church too, but it's not allowed. It's not even promoted. It's against the doctrine to go there within the Catholic Church, of course. That does that type of stuff. So I know my faith. If there's not written on paper that this is okay what they're doing, and there's a reason for me to leave. But you know, and folks don't read that Bible about the leaves and weeds in Matthew 13 that Jesus talking about. He talking about people in the church. When he talking about the weeds and weeds in the garden, we're taking the bad fish, the good fish, and those metaphors. Folks don't read it. That's why he was talking about the scandals. And one particular scandal, besides Peter denying him, was Judas. You know, then you know what he did, and that was apostle. So y'all cannot sit here and make those claims of that. Like nothing, everything will be holding down, but when it's the doctrines defending their behavior, I cannot sit here and go along with it. And like, I'm sorry, I'm not a evangelical or Protestant. I don't want to be part of that. I even hate that religion or offense anybody, but I do. So that's probably down here I be in the South, because there's a lot of hypocrites who try to quote scripture. And I ain't perfect. I'll let you know I ain't perfect. You don't have to call me a hypocrite. But the ones who claim to be holding down on them wrong, they too busy trying to put statistics out on someone else like I wouldn't be theirs. And so I just don't even like that religion. Don't even hate it. If someone try to talk in interpretation, I'll walk off. They start, so I will confront them about it, and I will get the law involved. Because it's against my rights as the freedom of religion. Okay, so but the Irish guy was saying the same thing. He was saying that Republican look, it's not like it was back when I was coming up, and he's about 50 or almost 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? Who told me this? So. He was saying he won for. I think he was saying he won for Bernie Sanders. I said the same thing for Bernie Sanders. So I would like to let you know that here in Texas, very Republican. It's hard for us minorities who are trying to, be in our own, who are trying to be successful and go by bootstraps. Because I do not want people in my business. It be public housing or either no, I'm sorry. I be honest with everything, but I don't want all in my business or trying to tell me how to run my doggone household that I'm paying for. Okay, I don't know. I want that freedom, and I want to live way better than this. Like for example, I had my shirt off a couple of bills because my fan's down. I got a window unit air conditioner. That's not even enough. So don't think that I'm purposely trying to live out of the government. That was not my plan growing up. Was not my plan when I was in Job Corps or in college or whatever. And it's you Republican people who don't want to see me because I don't look like a white person. You don't have white DNA in me mixed up. I don't look like you. You want to see me at the bottom anyway. You don't like the affirmative action is to help the minorities so they can be the same economic level as white people, so we don't have to beg and ask for handouts and stuff. So we can have things on our own. But no, you don't want to see that happening. You want us to be on the ghetto. If I tell my people who are African Americans, stop celebrating that ghetto-ness and live in low and be on welfare like it's something good. It is not. It is made for you to rot. It was. The whole idea of keeping us economic down, and any brothers and sisters who defend that, who call you a coon, or they're the coons. I would never defend living less. And I tell this on why we always complaining about not progressing, but we embrace living and going for the less. And I do not live like that. And try to use religion to twist people in there. You're not fooling with that dang on trick. twist and switch and jump. You can live poor. And I'm not saying you have to have all the gold to be good and prosper, because Jesus was poor too. But dog, don't try to take away someone's blessing and rob someone's blessing who's trying to go for the gold. You know, if you really care about a person, you stand for that person so they can be successful, and they won't be worried about roaching, as they say, you know, trying to beg for whatever you got. You can have everything your own. So don't sit here and try to think that someone like me on public housing or whatever, or purposely with no. That's many times I even want to take my life because of the situation, because of being a Republican state and not having people who really care about me to be self-sufficient, not live at grandma's house, not living at, I'm 37 years old, and the reason why I'm not married to this day is because of the economic situation I'm in. The reason why I don't have kids today, I'm the only one of 4 on my mama's side, on my dad's son child, who do not have kids because of this economic problem, and I'll be damned to have this kids in this damn ghetto. Okay? I'm not selfish like that. I'm not my parents. Okay? I'm gonna make a child. I want my child to live way better. Even I was raised middle class, I was raised to live way better than me. Okay? So they can have something and be proud of their father. They provide for them, not wait for someone else to do it for them. So that's the reason why that you cannot sit here and talk about that we depend on the Democrat Party, and we sit here are being slaves when we, some of us live in Republican states, and they don't care about none of us of color. So can you please, y'all want the first one to bring up about race in the first place. We're trying to promote the All Lives Matter and be PC and see people as human beings, but you the first thing to bring up someone's color and try to use it as a downfall to stop that person from being successful. So don't give me that lip about we are not progressive, because every time a Democrat try to pass a bill to help us, it's always the doggone Republicans going against it. Obama, I have to say, he doing some work. He tried. And every time some damn Republican passed the bill to stop that. So don't tell me about that. Trust me, if we were economically empowered, we wouldn't have to ask for no damn handouts or ask for welfare or public housing. Because I'm letting you know, I like things my way in my life, not someone else's. The reason why I want to become a singer at the mall is to be rich and famous, so I don't have to ask for a damn thing from anybody. And also doing the things I do is do singing, acting, modeling, and work in the arts, and also have my own business as a talent agency, a modeling agency, and also a record label to help those in my city who don't have access to LA and New York, so they can go there and have access